All right, so we're down to the last 3 days of the safety score. In order to get the 100 that is going to be required for the first day of the safety score, or the FSD beta being released to the people with a safety score of 100. Supposedly, we'll see if that's actually the case. Elon Musk did reconfirm that it's going to be 100 safety score first, so that's how they're going to roll it out, and they're going to take a few days after that rollout, which makes sense to see how that goes before they start rolling it out to lower safety scores. So again, does look like the emphasis is on safety scores. Turns out, really, I have a difficult time getting 100 safety score for any trip in my Model 3, but it is basically I can get 100 every time I drive in the Model Y. So I don't really know what the deal is with that. I think it's the regenerative braking, because it's always the hard braking that I get dinged on. But honestly, using autopilot more is actually harder to get a safety score of 100 with the autopilot being used a lot, because of the fact that when you get off of autopilot, it tends to be a hard braking event, or you're swerving or something like that. You're trying to take over and disengage autopilot. And when you do that, a lot of times I think it results in a hard braking event or some other, what they consider an unsafe driving event. So that is what I found. Definitely, if I'm on the interstate, I like to use autopilot all the time, because I don't have to worry about the unsafe following and the forward collision warning or anything like that. So definitely really easy to use autopilot on the interstate and avoid a lot of that. But yeah, again, you got to worry about people like cutting you off and you hitting the brakes or something like that, because if you do, you're going to get the hard braking event. So overall, that safety score, definitely not a perfect thing. And I think overall it's been good, because it does promote safer driving, but it definitely also promotes driving really, really slowly and carefully, which is not actually good in a lot of cases. And also it promotes not using autopilot. At least in my experience, it promotes not using autopilot, which is odd, because I would think that the Tesla team would really prefer people to be very good or proficient in using autopilot in all conditions that they can, because they're used to knowing when to engage and disengage autopilot safely. We just don't know what they are going to take into consideration. All that Elon said is just, hey, safety score of 100. That's going to be the people that rolls out the FSD Beta 2 first. So I'm sitting at 95, 96 in both cars. Not a lot of miles in the Model 3, a lot of miles in the Model Y. I would still need to drive 1,300 miles at 100 safety score to get 99.52 safety score, which I hope would round up to 100, but who knows. So basically, it's impossible for me to get 100 safety score at this point. So we'll see which one gets it first, and if I get it anytime soon. Hopefully, starting this Friday, we'll get an opportunity to see how it's rolling out across the country. Maybe more people will be posting videos, that sort of thing. I would be interested to see in what areas that it does get released first. I gotta think it's going to be in areas where there is very little traffic in most cases, but who knows? Maybe they're still going to try to focus on certain areas that they want data on. Anyway, that's it for the safety score. See you back on probably Saturday, and I'll touch base and see what it looks like is going on with the rollout of the beta, and what my chances are probably of getting it anytime soon. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.